typically in any relationship. So when I met Kathy, there is an illusion of when we start into anything new that is created based on our context. Based on my context, Kathy fit the bill. Now what happens is that in that moment that we choose into the relationship, there's a lot of excitement. It's like there's this frantic anxiousness that occurs because it's something new. We can't wait to go, okay, so what's next? And we can't wait to see him, and we're on the phone for hours with them. Well, we chose into that because of an illusion that we created based on our context and our way of thinking. So then as the relationship starts to grow and we start seeing each other, then we start getting to a place of this is great, this is good. And we get to be a little bit more relaxed in the relationship. And what we get out of this feeling of growth as we grow closer together is we start to get euphoric because all we see is the good in each other. Now, as time goes on, what happens then is we start getting back to reality and we start seeing more of who this person is. So for me, with Kathy, it's like, okay, she works all the time. She's very independent, which is what I truly wanted. However, I also needed her to be around. I wanted to feel loved. I wanted to feel needed and so forth. So I started to hit this obstacle that seemingly like it's not going anywhere. So what happens when we hit this obstacle, we'll call it a wall, is that the wall appears, the obstacle appears as a result of disillusionment. So we hit this stage in the relationship where we go, we either back off of it and go, okay, she's not the one for me, or out of our commitment to the relationship, we get in alignment and we go, okay, we're going to get over this and we're going to grow from it. Meaning that we've got to let go of a model of what we think it's supposed to look like. All of our expectations based on our beliefs. She had a different upbringing than I did. So she's walking into the relationship with her beliefs on what a relationship looks like as well. So each of us have to be in agreement about what is the relationship that we want to create. Okay, so how do we move forward from here? Now, usually that wall appears as some sort of big argument. We get into a big fight. When Kathy and I hit those disagreements, we're also aware that this is an opportunity for our relationship to grow. Those walls are necessary. In fact, it's part of the growing pains. It's part of expanding who we are and expanding the context of our relationship. And what we've both realized from this is that the only way to get over the wall is to raise each other up. The other is to pull each other towards the possibility of what our relationship could be. What is telling is that we may fail in that endeavor. However, what we get on the other side of getting over that obstacle, that wall, is education. Because then we can look up and go, that worked or it didn't work. In either case, we win, and we have now expanded our context because we now know more.